we raised everyone, right? $100, give or take, if you look at all of our units. And we have today almost 50 units. So the rental income went up substantially. And we didn't account for that. So he says to me, Brian, for $415, you're going to have to cut a check to settle things up. Nothing like life-changing, but, you know, it was a decent amount. I said, well, I don't want to, and I had the money because I'm really diligent. What I do is I take 30% off of every single check and I put it aside so we have money for taxes, because you never want to be caught without money for taxes. I also take money aside off of every check and I put it in a separate account called the Tithe account, right? And I don't know if you guys do that, but I didn't even think I was going to do this on this video. I literally have everything I want to talk to you about, and I haven't even hit it yet, and I'm 5 minutes in. But that changed my life, you know, when I started tithing. And I'll talk to you guys about that after. Let's finish what I'm talking about right now. So he said, you're going to have to write a check for $15. And I was like, I don't want to do that. And he said, okay. Well, I said, what if I do another cost seg study? He's like, well, you're going to need $180,000 loss to be able to zero out what you owe. So I said, no problem. So I reached out, and it's great that I have a great relationship, and you guys should watch it because I have a podcast with him on the Brick by Brick podcast. This guy named Moji, and he works for Madison Specs, and he's an attorney and an accountant and a genius. And I said to him, okay, can you find one of my properties? We found this, the beach house that we own. That's going to be my, that's an investment property right now, which will be my retirement property one day. He was able to really look at it because it has a bulkhead and it has a second structure. He was able to pull $183,000 worth of depreciation out. Boom. So I'm pulling the trigger on that. That will cost like $3,600 to do another cost seg, but it's going to save me a lot of money in writing a check. And that's the greatest thing about real estate. Like, it's such a great asset class, right? It's the most proven asset class. It has the most tax favorable, you know, I don't want to say loopholes, most tax favorable advantages. So that's that. Let's talk about tithing. So